Hi, I'm Miriam Schwartz, and this is my Heidi Rosin oral case study. I'm going to start out by discussing the strengths of Rosin's network across different stages of her career. So without further ado, here we go. Rosin has an exceptional ability to build and maintain a network from the early stages of her career. In her first position with Tandem, she used a friend to gain access to the hiring manager, and then once hired, she leveraged access to the company executives to build a relationship with the CEO. Having worked hard and built a reputation within the company, she asked the CEO there to provide her with a reference letter that helped her get into graduate school. Heidi's time at Teammaker was pivotal in her career and network development. She partnered with her brother and with Barros, a former classmate, to form and build the company. She made every interaction she had a chance to make a connection and expand her network, devoting time to people not well known in the industry, but that she found to be interesting. And she expanded her circle by investing time and energy in joining the SPA and becoming the association's president. All of the hard work that Heidi had put into building her network while at Teammaker was really put to the test when she started working for Apple. She joined that company at a difficult time, and she had to use these personal connections that she had built to make personal phone calls and personal pleas to individuals to stick with that company. Ultimately, because of the strength of her network, she was successful. And when she moved out of Apple into her role as a mentor capitalist, she was further able to build on her network. And she did this in a few ways. First of all, she worked with startups in the early stages of their development, helping to guide and mentor them. She maintained connections with former colleagues and helped them to pursue new opportunities with companies where she felt like there was a win-win for both parties. And finally, she hosted get togethers where she made a point of inviting people who didn't necessarily know each other so that they could build their own networks as well as strengthen their connection to her. It's really a testament to the strength of Heidi's network that when she begins her work with SoftBank, that she's able to so effectively manage her network even though she has very little time to do so. But she does this effectively using the constellation approach, where she's able to maintain connections to nuclei within the various circles that she's a part of, and not to every single individual within those circles. She also is able to leverage her network to very effectively enter into this new position, making the investments incredibly successful within the first 6 months of her work there. Rosin's formula for building and maintaining a network was access, performance, and consistency. These steps, along with her incredibly hard work and ambition, allowed her to develop a very strong network that was comprised of a deep set of individual contacts as well as a broad set of individual contacts. Next, I'd like to discuss the extent to which the concepts presented in Module 5 apply to Rosin and how these concepts influenced her power, influence, and networking success. To use Grant's terms from Give and Take, Rosin is an otherish giver. She cares deeply about others, but she's also very ambitious herself. She trusts, but she also verifies so that she's not a doormat. She's very much like Rifkin, who is an incredible networker and works incredibly hard to connect individuals from various walks of life to promote their success. And she's also very much like Myers in that she challenges the status quo and pushes people because she believes and cares so much about the outcome. There are strong parallels between Skender and Rosin. Both of them are natural teachers and mentors, but also they don't focus on who is the most talented. Rather, they focus on people who have grit and ambition, and they work to develop those individuals. As a result of Rosin's networking, ambition, and hard work, she's also able to develop a huge amount of prestige within her industry, not by exerting dominance, but by gaining admiration from everyone who she works with and comes into contact with, and therefore her influence is huge. Like Paul Revere, Rosin utilizes the constellation approach to maintain her vast network. She does this by maintaining strong ties to the nuclei of the various network circles, who can give her updates about the others in that circle. But because of Heidi's genuine interest in people, she also maintains connections to others within the circle that she just likes too. This lends to her authenticity and appeal. Cialdini presents 6 shortcuts in the science of persuasion. Rosen really embodies a lot of these, but I'd like to touch on reciprocity, authority, and consistency. Rosen in the case study is often the first to give, not really thinking about how she can benefit from the giving. But certainly she does, and it is reciprocated. The number of offers that she's extended over the course of her career really speak to that. Also, throughout her career, she builds authority. She's obviously very knowledgeable within her industry, and she's also very consistent in that she's voluntary, active, and publicly committing to do various items that not only boost the authority, but also her prestige within the community, namely her work with the SPA and her work on various boards for startups. Heidi Roizen is truly a force of nature, but at the root of her success is her genuine desire to help others reach their potential. Studying her case, along with other examples of givers from Give and Take, is well worth the effort. By emulating these givers, we can not only be successful in business, but also in our personal lives.